All right, we're checking out the only game where the best way to break a water dam is to strap yourself inside of a car and run into it head first. It's GTA. We want to put vehicles up against water barriers, and so it's time for a brand new challenge. Some vehicles do well against walls of water, some do well against barriers, but now we want to put both of those together and see which one can deal with the combination. It's a triple threat of agony because you're dealing with drowning, damage, or just a lack of power. All of these different vehicles are prepared to get a violent bath, but as always, only one can be the best at it. Let's do this. Break through 15 water barriers until you reach GTA 6 or Insanity. I will tell you right now, I will reach Insanity before GTA 6 comes out. I might already be there. Lots of cars, lots of barriers, starting with the stupidest. So this is a pretty simple idea, but the theory is that if we find out which vehicle can get through all of this, it will undoubtedly be the toughest vehicle in all of GTA. So as you can see, not only do you have to get through classic barrier types, like these plants over here, but on top of that, there's water walls inside of them. So this means that, you know, not only do I have to deal with just smashing my head into a bunch of cacti, but the vehicle also has to have enough force to get through the water wall and not just flood out. In case you're wondering, this little electrical vehicle cannot do it. All right, let's just try raw speed. The good thing about motorcycles is they kind of have a low amount of surface area. So, okay, I didn't think about the fact that when you get ejected off of the motorcycle, you just end up floating. All right, we're just gonna go for raw power. Power and weight, because the fact that the first two vehicles weren't even able to get past the very first wall brings me a lot of fear. It says heavy on the vehicle. It better be true. It's not timed or anything like that. It's just a matter of can it live through the water? Buckets up, y'all. Here we go. I say here we go, but it takes me like 20 seconds just to reach the actual challenge area. You know, I don't know if we have the speed to get through the water without flooding out. Okay, so now we have the other problem. We have tons of power, but not enough speed. I kind of like this challenge. I don't like the license plate on this car, but I like the challenge. Because you have an instance now where you need to do everything. You need to be able to not only just power your way through the problem, but you have to do it in a way that saves the car. And now I've got a third vehicle that just dies on the first challenge. I'm sorry, fourth vehicle. The electric vehicle had been pushed back so far in my memory banks of sadness that I had forgotten that we had done it. So, and the engine almost managed to survive, but almost isn't good enough to keep me from drowning. All right, here's the plan. I'm gonna see if I can curb boost this, and like, I don't know, maybe it'll help us get some speed to get through this just a little bit faster. Even with the curb boosting, it still can't survive. All right, we're going with just super speed. I love that this doesn't have a top just naturally as well. So I can taste the salt even more gratuitously. It can't break through a cactus. All right, the only thing I did that last run was give the cacti a glass shower because all of my windshield glass went flying. Come on, just one time. Okay, we finally got it. It took like 5 cars. We finally got past the very first layer. Oh my God. Oh, okay, good. Sometimes I get concerned that the engine stops working. Are these explosive? Because if they are, I don't think anything's going to get through this. I'm hoping they're just weighty, like just the natural weight of the landmines, well, I guess water mines. We are gonna need as much speed as possible. I can already tell you, if I can kind of slink my way underneath, maybe we'll survive. Hey! All right, roll it. Oh yeah, underwater nukes. The underwater nukes are okay. It's fine. Car still works. There's not even a lot of damage. We still have a windshield and everything. How about that? I don't know what it is about this car right now, but it is doing fantastic. So now we have underwater succulents. What is going on with the shrubbery? Well, it's not. It's kind of like extra foliage surrounding the planter pots. Just kind of doing the wave, if you notice. Look at it go. It's like pulsating. It's having a good time. The plants over there are like raising the roof. It's really odd. All right, plants. No dance parties on my watch. Here we go. Ooh, they are heavy. Okay, so that one managed to stop the engine. Still have my windshield though. First barrier. Got it. Second barrier. I think it's gonna be... Okay, yeah, it's good. Underwater nukes, third barrier. Again, this one pretty much did it the first time we tried it, which is good. I was wrong. It's bad. our engine died. So I guess it was just a 50-50 and we happened to roll like 7s last time. The more horsepower, the better. Sorry, cacti. I do love you for your delicious juices, but today you are simply a target for the practice of breaking dams down in GTA. Okay, there we go. This is the best run so far through the succulents. Okay, that was a good escape. The engine still died. All right, big Jeep. I don't even know if I can call the potted plants succulents or just like potted palm trees. Did this really just die on the very first wall? Are you kidding me? My horticultural knowledge is substantially lacking. That's why I say, are you kidding me? This thing can't even get past one barrier. All right, 45. Let's get ready to rumble. There we go. Okay, we got a contender. I was gonna say, there has to be a vehicle that can at least get through a couple of barriers, because there's 16 we need to get through. That is pretty insane, considering we haven't even gotten past the potted, whatever, palm trees. That is definitely a palm fern that I saw come after me just then. And this fails on the palm trees too. What is going on over there? Do you notice the palm trees are kind of glitching out? 2. Wow, I kicked that, really kicked that mine like a kick at a field goal. All right, nuclear chunks. Now this is what it all comes down to. Man versus palm tree. The classic Floridian conundrum. I'm trying to figure out if there's any way I can think about doing this. I wouldn't say one way's better than another. We're just gonna curb boost it and pray. Here we go. 86 miles an hour. Got it. All right. Is that just a bunch of dying dolphins? It was. Number 5 is literally the dolphins. Okay, a barrier of living sea life. Well, I guess it's dead now. So 6 is, oh, it's just garbage. It's literal garbage undersea. Very good. Very realistic. I love it. This is our best run so far, too. Doing good. Got the longest PB by more than 2 walls. So that's good. However, the 6th one shuts it down. All right, was it a fluke? Wall number 2. Wall number, I want to kick this thing as far as possible. Number 3. I can already hear the engine starting to strain. I hear a defined clicking sound. Ooh, oh. Well, all right. Always wear your seatbelt unless you're doing underwater barrier testing in GTA. Then don't wear your seatbelt, because if you do, you will drown, and it will be sad. All right, I don't know. I'm 50-50 on the plants over here. So, what happened to the... whoa, random dolphin. I just noticed none of the palm trees respawned in the pots, I don't think. The pots are just there, but there's nothing in them. How did this dolphin get all the way over here? Don't think about it, Gray. Oh, never mind. I can see the dolphins jumping to their doom off the sidewalls of the challenge area. Great. All right, garbage. Number 6, go. That was a quick one. That was a quick one through the wall. Did it help? No. No, it did not. We're gonna need a new vehicle. Well, I mean, I gotta try it. If I had to guess, I would assume this is not going to get past the very first wall. I will say, it met up to my what happened to my spinal column? It met up to my expectations. Well, I guess that was more like a lack of expectations. All right, not only can you grab fantastic amounts of groceries with this vehicle, but you can also bust through underwater barriers, which it is doing incredibly well. Wow. Maybe it's the epic sunroof. Okay, this is amazing. Is this gonna be like the new PB? Like this kind of an underrated vehicle in that instance? No. I want to give it another try here because it did it so well. Like, it was very smooth breaking through the barriers. If you notice, it shoots those mines super far. So I don't know if it's a mixture of just the weight of the vehicle or the speed. It gets up to almost 100 miles an hour on every single barrier. We are still dying. We're still dying. We die right after the potted plants. I don't think I've ever seen palm trees end so many lives in my life. In Florida, palm trees are a very interesting barrier because when you run into them in your vehicle, it's like a slingshot. The palm tree bends and then snaps back and does extra damage to your vehicle. So what I found is even with the most insane run, like corkscrewing through the plants, this thing still dies on barrier 4. All right, we're getting up to the big boys now. So these vehicles aren't really good at very much, but this might be the thing that they're good at. Pollution above ground, pollution above water. I treat all ecospheres equally. Oh, well, I guess not treat. I abuse all ecospheres equally. All right, so far so good. 94 miles an hour. Really? And the engine died. I'm not gonna lie, I thought more highly of the Wiener Club. The Wiener Club let me down. I would have to suggest that people do not join the Wiener Club. All right, although I went flying off the challenge area that last time, the engine was still working. So we're gonna spam the boost like constantly. 103 miles an hour. It does make the difference. We got through the plants, through the dolphins, out of the way, Flipper. Nobody loves you. Oh, that Flipper was kind of surviving, and then it immediately flipped over. Yes, that's why they call him Flipper. We got a new PB. I was too busy making fun of the dolphin. I didn't realize we just got through barrier number 7. You gotta be kidding me. Got some seaweed here. Barrier number 8 is metal pipes. I mean, we did it. The engine still works. We're past number 8, so yeah, it's a new PB. All right, it's two guys just fishing. They're like, gonna catch the old GrayStillPlays bass. I guess technically, if you look at the side of my vehicle, it's like the STD bass. Are you? Come on, baby. 88, probably not enough. Nope, still works. Hold on. Oh yeah. Oh, this is a good straightaway. 95. Come on, give me 100. Give me 100. Give me 100. 96. Oh, barrier 10. Let go blocks. The Wiener Club is still functioning. I take back everything I said about it. I was expecting a serious amount of unbridled failure. What is this? Oh, it's like tree stumps. Well, not really stumps. It's entire tree logs. All right, Wiener Club up against well-manicured tree logs. Who will come out on top? 104. Ooh. That is the first time I would say that the barrier really slowed down the vehicle. Barrier number 12. Oh, this might be it. This disgusting failure of a vehicle might finally win its first event that I can think of. Cinder blocks, and I think like wooden pallets. Now we have, oh my God, I just went flying right out of the windshield. This looks like gigantic paper towel rolls. It's like toilet paper rolls. I mean, obviously they're metal and they're unreasonably heavy. All right, I have not been able to get past the demonic paper towel rolls, so we're gonna try the Batmobile. This thing is shaped like a wedge, so it should do pretty good. It also has a freakish boost. Whoa, what is happening? Oh God! Well, this is very, very Californian of you, game. All right, let me try and do this while I'm flat on the ground. First area, done. Second area, done. 147. Third area, 150. Fourth area, we have guns too. I don't really know if the guns are gonna help a lot. Like, I just shot that dolphin, but I don't think that it softened the dolphin up or anything. 7. Oh yeah, okay, now the Batmobile's doing what I thought it should be doing. Nope, the gun didn't do anything against the pipes. 8, 9, yes! 140, baby. 10, yeah, the wedge formation of the Batmobile is uncontestedly the best vehicle for this so far. Oh, this thing's amazing. Like, this is, I can't say one time, the first time was an utter failure. But this time, we are destroying the barriers. What do you got? What do you got? What's next? Okay, there's the concrete blocks on the pallet. Now, this is where we got hard stopped. Let's go. Man, everyone flies out the windshield here. Wow, the Batmobile is very, very, like, buoyant. Okay, I'm gonna go with the absolute biggest vehicle there is. We're just gonna go straight for it. Now, the cool thing about this is the top speed on it isn't bad. You can kind of get a little bit of speed. 68, just taking the landmine with me. No big deal. You know what? I'm gonna take both of them with me. Why not? Still maintaining, yeah, 68 looks to be about the best. Although, man, it just rolls through problems. 69, okay. Over the dolphins, effortlessly, doing good. Through the garbage. I'm actually kind of impressed at how well this is doing under the water. I didn't really expect this, like, the engine to last so long, but I don't hear any pings or pops or anything. It's still doing great. Oh, God. The only problem is the turning on this thing is very delayed. All right, gigantic, whatever, packing, like styrofoam packing peanut or something? I really don't know. It's got a lot of weight to it, though. Like, you wouldn't think it does, but, it probably weighed as much as those steel beams. Hammerhead sharks randomly. That's interesting. Still doing good, though. We're on barrier number 9. Through the boats effortlessly. Again, I will say it doesn't seem like the engine dies from any of this. It's more a matter of, does it have the raw power to get through all of the different barriers? So Legos, very good. Very colorful as well. I do appreciate that. All right, we're on the, like the wooden palisade fencing that you would see in some sort of like tribal life simulator. Front of the vehicle still looks pretty good. Like there doesn't look to be a lot of damage to the vehicle. So not like this thing gets damaged easily. All right, number 12. Again, it's a very slow going because once it gets up to about 68, that's about as far as it gets. Every once in a while, you'll see it gets up to like 71 or so. Yeah, still doing great. I just gotta maintain my position and not go flying off the challenge area. All right, and ooh. Okay, this thing does get slowed down. But for some reason, the water does not affect it as quickly as all the other vehicles. Okay, barrier number 15. Okay. So it's just, what is this? Oh, it's like the I-beams. All right, here we go. Whoa. Oh no. This is where the engine dies. Are you kidding me? All right, I'm not giving up though. We're going through all of it because I'm pretty sure it's going to be like a dice roll, like a 50-50. Like 50% of the time, you're going to be able to get through that final area and the engine won't flood out. And then the other 50% of the time, it will flood out. I don't know if there's a better angle I can approach that either. But yeah, all these other barriers are no problem. It just gets through every single one of these effortlessly. It does get a little bit of damage on the front end. Like every once in a while, you'll see the bumper sagging, kind of frowning at you unhappily, which I totally understand considering its entire purpose right now is to try and baseball bat all of these different objects out of the way of the vehicle. But other than that, not a ton of damage. So we're already at barrier number 8, which is the big metal tubes. Easy. Lots of sharks everywhere. There we go. Nice little hammerhead shark. Looks delicious. 2 guys fishing. Still haven't caught anything. Through the Legos. Yeah. Okay. Still fine. We're at barrier number 11. Doing good. You know, the engine might be struggling. I kind of wonder if it doesn't get up to speed as fast as it normally does. That was a nice flat, I don't know what to call that, like penetration. Wall penetration, I guess. Number 12. I don't know who's building snow forts underwater. It's like frozen water under liquid water. Whatever. All right, cinder blocks. If I can keep one of you with me, I will. I do enjoy having a friend while I try and complete the challenge area. I think we got a couple. I think it's sitting on top of the windshield area. All right, pipes. Now the vehicle gets slowed down here. All right, we're fine. Still working. This is it. This is what it all comes down to. The final barrier. Full curb boosting. I say curb boosting. I mean, like, we're going right now from like 61 to 65. Through the I-beams. Come on, baby. Come on, give me that 50%. There we go. So the engine is clicking, but it doesn't matter because we have a winner. Yeah. Well, I busted through underwater barriers, and now it's time to fly off the planet. Anyway, folks, this episode of GTA. Until next time, stay foxy, much love.